from the heart. And the best thing to do is your own part. Any lifestyle you choose can be the best. You of all people can be blessed. You of all people can be blessed.
Vâng, con mong em
Could you type the index card, use this to law enforcement and criminal justice, and return it to me? Thank you.
Have a good day, Mom.
Good.
Oh, yeah, good trip.
Sleep well.
Barbacoa plate.
Perian and I go to Trenton, where Perian's mother and father have a cottage.
Hi, Dad.
How you doing? Hey?
Long time no
Well-
tea. Long time no tea.
That's for sure, eh?
Yeah. You got a good Christmas?
Yeah, not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah?
You here?
Yeah.
No problem.
You shave yourself, I see, eh?
Yeah. Hi, Jerry.
Marshall?
Hi, how are you? Hi, Jerry.
Hello, Marshall.
What was it like bringing her up when she was younger?
Very hard. Very hard, yeah. They look after her and wash dishes and wash one plate and go see in the window and not even finish wash one plate and dry and had to run after her and come back and run and come back.
How did you feel when the first time the doctor told you that Betty Ann couldn't hear and you knew for the first time that it was impossible?
Me?
Impossible. She couldn't hear at all, right? How did you feel about that?
I feel I didn't even want to take this at all. I thought I'm going to die right there anyway. And I took my car and I drive in the car.
You can talk, you can communicate with Betty Ann pretty well, eh?
Yeah, because me, I never read, I never write. And the sign I make, she understand me because I started when she was small and like if I meet the what was that? A stranger deaf is different. But for my daughter, I can make her understand what I want. And she understand me because I was with her every weekend. That's why.
I never had much schooling because in our days, the school to us was just like going out to work. And then when the school went on, it went on. And when it didn't go, it didn't go. Big storm, you didn't go to school, you miss maybe half of the term, you know. You should have been in grade 4 and you were in grade 2. And then when I got in Ontario, in Toronto, my kid's friend, they came down home and they said, you got to learn to read a little bit. So I could talk to my daughter, you know, by writing.
Can you tell me why you left New Brunswick?
Well, the reason that I left New Brunswick, I had a good going down there, and everything was going good for me until we had 2 sons, you know, and I really, my wife wanted a daughter, and we got one, she was deaf, and
When you find out.
when we found out she was deaf, she was 2-year-old, and then we started to ask around this town where could we send her to a school, and we could send her to St. John, was 350 miles away from us. We could send her to Montreal, was 400 miles, and it was French, not only. And I want my daughter to be both, you know, like I was. So we decided, so we moved up in Ontario. So we'll find a school up there so we can send her to school so she would be the same as everybody else. And we move up north, way up north. And I worked there, I worked hard. And when I brought her to school from Geraldton, Ontario to Belleville, I had to, you know, because it's the only place she could be brought up like
The rest of people.
to think like we think, you know. We think as a Catholic, and we think as this and that. That's the only place I could bring her, and maybe it don't mean anything, but at least I done what I thought was right, and I brought her down there, and then every week we used to go down to see her, and the only thing we could do was to stand alongside the road and talk in the car. We got tired of that. So what I did, I bought a lot, and I came down and I built a cottage. To me, worth $1 million to me, but to somebody else maybe worth $500, that's all I know. But every weekend I brought Betty Ann here. I brought her friend, to Anthony and her and them, you know, and I give them boat ride, and I give them all I could do to try to make her happy, the same as the rest of you, my kids, you know. And I had 3 sons. They all went to school, they were normal. And Betty Ann, I never could do enough for her, you know.
Yeah.
I was trying, and then the boys got mad, you know, because they thought I was doing too much for her. But in the bottom of my heart, I was doing what I thought was right.
Before I started realizing what was happening, I was very jealous because I couldn't understand that she was deaf and she couldn't hear. So when she got things that we couldn't get,
She got everything.
she used to get everything she wanted to, and it was kind of hard for us, because I was sitting there and she get this and she get that, and I'd say, well, why should she get that? Why can't I get it? And then only as I got older, I understood then that she was handicapped, and it is the truth. And I don't know. It's when you're younger, it's hard to understand if a person you can't put each person in the same boat, like, and you think if she can get that, so can I. And then by growing older, then only then I understand that. Even myself, I was trying to give her something to try and cover up the handicap, which was wrong, because I think that right now I think she is deaf, but she's doing just as well as us.
And Neil, how much you must feel to have your sister like this? How
I
old
didn't
are you?
even feel like I had a sister.
You didn't even feel like
No, because she was away at school all year, and she'd only come home like Christmas and during the summer holidays. So it was really funny for us, you know, for this strange girl to come home. We used to fight all the time, that who's going to get this, who's going to get that, and, you know.
But you never went with her?
Remember, Clay, when we used to walk down the street, and Betty Ann was with us, and we were in a park or something, right? And here we're having a good time, we're sitting down, and all of a sudden she's picking a fight with someone. She's picking a fight because a guy came up to her and started teasing her. She didn't understand what was happening. And so she used to hit the guy, right? The guy was about, what, 2 feet higher than her? And then we used to get involved, and we had to get the 3 of us together to beat up one guy, just for her.
And her too, she fought.
And, oh yeah, she fought all right.
What about you, Jerry?
We used to do things together, right? Like you and Gary, like wouldn't do with her, right? You used to cause problems with that, right? Me and her, we used to smoke together, right? Mommy didn't know that, right? We used to smoke at the back of the cottage, right? We used to smoke away.
You did?
Just me and her, oh yeah. Right? Nobody knew this, right?
News to me.
And she not
Right? We
even
used to grab a
smoke.
bunch of the cigarettes, right? And go to the back and smoke,
And she not
right?
even smoke with you.
She knows us, right? Now we don't smoke, right? But just then, right? We used to do this for no reason at all, right? And now I have a girlfriend who's deaf. But I don't know, right? I like her, right? And I just speak to her like anybody else. And I just don't know, right?
I think it's because the thing is that you were younger than Betty Ann, and you were learning from her.
Yeah.
We were older, and it's kind of hard to learn from someone who's younger.
But why should my daughter understand my kids better than she understands me? She can talk with Jerry now. You take Jerry now, she can talk with Jerry, and no problem.
It's because Jerry was home all the time with her, and he was small.
Yeah.
And she was 5-year-old when he was born.
And for about
And you was because he was working every
but
day.
for 12 years, Betty Ann to me was, she come home, that's all. I see her coming in, I was happy, that's all. But any word she says, I couldn't say nothing. If I talk to her, she'll ask Jerry what I said.
Because
And that's why I didn't talk to her. I just go down the basement, watch the TV in the rec room, and that's it. But after she got married, and she came home again, she started to talk to me. There was a different person in the world. She told me all her problem, and she talked for about 5 hours with me, and I understand every word she said.
Because she was a woman, she was 19, and she tried to make you understand better. And you write a little bit.
Yeah, and
she write to
that
you
what
and she
made
was
me
stuck.
that what made me feel sorry that I didn't talk with her all the time because she didn't want to, I think.
Not because you didn't want, it's because you was working hard all the time and you coming home and you didn't understand her. Like me, I was home all the time and I paid, the holiday was her all the time. And she was small all the time. I learned what she showed me when she was a baby all the time. She was grown up like this, but me.
Yeah.
And Jerry. And there is a family. And you work all the time. That's why.
And
it's different there.
And what it made us wrong, true, Betty Ann and that, we wanted another girl all the time. And we had this little daughter, named Shirley Ann. And she could hear. She was only 4 months when she died. And then it made us, you know, really, really wrong, you know, because we figured we only got one daughter, and we figured that next time we're going to get another girl, you know, that could understand what we were saying, and we got Jerry. So it didn't make us feel unhappy anyway, but...
But now you're happy you got Jerry because...
Yeah, I know.
It's not good.
No. Yeah.
You still feel good about this.
Yeah, I am, but
I know we can have no more after anyway. You know, this is why...
That was the last kid we're going to have, and it was a boy. And our little daughter there, she would be about, what would she be, about 19 now, eh?
Yeah.
19, and she was so beautiful.
Where I meet Betty Ann? In Babel. To, we met in the basketball. We meet you at basketball. Hey, Dan. Dan. We met her at the dance. First time. Right. Movie later. Then we get married. He said she had peace. Peace without can hear other cars and traffic. And a lot of people keep yelling and can hear nothing. Get peace for fun. Me, I would like it if I could hear. I would like it if I could hear, because the more people can ask me a question, and I ask them the question too. And I like to be deaf, but it's hard for me to tell about the other telephone. The telephone will help me to hear. I was born hearing, and my mother was confused that I was deaf or not. And they sent me back to the hospital, and the doctor said she's deaf. So my mother was hurt and feel disappointed. So to tell my mother that where we take my son to the best school, where the doctor said, you think take him to the school in Vancouver. So my mother said, all right, thank you. They sent me back to school in Vancouver. all my life. After 4 years in Vancouver and moved to Calgary 4 years and another back to Ottawa 7 years to 8 years in Ottawa. So now I'm married, I'm happy, and I have a good wife, a good cook. No problem. I'm happy.
Quand même un gâteau, on va voir la minute.
Hein?
Ouais, c'est ici. Quand un gâteau, regarde-le!
You?
Là!
Oh, mon gâteau! Happy birthday!
Make your wish now. Yeah, beaucoup de math.
Your king is always going to make a party.
It was a year yesterday. When did he care to be wed? And we rolled down in the field. And you said the field of clover, I'd like to roll it over on our right-hand sunny day. Put on your rubber bonnet, the blue ribbon tie. Oh, tomorrow, the Indian view. You roll over. It was a bright starlit day. Oh, and we were going to get wet. Ain't we?
One at the end find out she was dead. She was maybe 7 years old. And she was crying so much.
Put on your rubber bonnet. That blue ribbon.
You hear things, right, when you drive around in a car, and, right, helps you, right, you know, so you don't get bored. But these people, they sit in the car, and all they can do is look and look and look, and you don't hear nothing. Once in a while, something will happen, and they don't know what it is, right? You tell them what it is, right, then they feel safe and all this. It's really weird.
Vivian said when she first went to school, she cried every night because she missed her family. After a few months, it didn't bother her because she realized that she was different and all the people at the school were the same, and she was better off to be with people like her. After a while, when she started understanding what it was like to be deaf, it didn't bother her because she had gotten more confidence, and now she knows she can talk to anybody, whether they are deaf or not.
When my daughter got married, I was really didn't feel like her getting married. I was sure that one man would make her unhappy. We cried for 2 weeks because that's the only daughter we had. And we know we can't get another one, or else you adopt one.
But me, what I find more hard is when she was coming home and just the way I could make a sign. And I didn't even read and write. This was more hard for me.
Diane and Marshall are very happy, as far as I'm concerned, because she can't hear what we're saying,
Marshall can hear 20% of it. And her husband love her, I know well, because if she doesn't love her, I'll be mad. But right now they're walking down the snow, you know. They're having fun. They see the snow falling down, and they're having fun out of it. Billy and I plan on having baby in about 2 years. We really don't care if the baby will be a deaf mute or not. All we want is to have baby like everyone else and make them happy.
You don't have to be a full-blown hero. Live a life that is genuinely proud. You don't have to be a front-page person to keep from being smothered by the crowd. Oh, the best way to live is from the heart. And the best thing to do is your own part. Any lifestyle you choose can be the